Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers are in for the week of September 8, 2025. Fans can expect Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, to do some hacking. It helps Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, get a location on Luna Nozawa's Lisa Yamada burner phone. Ridge Forrester's Thorsten Cade decision will set off Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson. Let's start off with Ridge, who just told Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, that he can't marry her after all. Although he is a grown man and can make his own decisions, there are a lot of people trying to tell him what to do and who to marry. This needs to be Ridge's decision and his alone. In any case, Taylor swears that he isn't going to do this to their family again. Since Thomas reported back to Taylor about ordering his dad to man up, they are clearing working together. Not good, since Thomas is going down a very dark path. Once Thomas learns that Ridge broke off the engagement, he will blow up. Now it is true that Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, has been throwing herself at Ridge and urging him to reunite. However, Thomas will order Brooke not to interfere in his parents' relationship. At the time, Thomas doesn't know about the broken engagement. So once he learns that the wedding is off, he will likely blame Brooke. Brooke and Katie Logan, Heather Tom, help a socialite named Rana, Ann McCovick, find the perfect gown. Somehow, Brooke and Ridge's dynamic is going to be brought up. So it will be interesting to see what an outsider has to say about it. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for the week of September 8 reveal that Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, will dole out some tough love. The doctor will order Luna to stay far away from Will. However, Luna has no intention of doing that. Of course, there is a lot Lie doesn't know. It's time for Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, to get honest with the other grandparent. Over with Will, he won't be able to give up on finding this mystery girl. Especially after Luna sends another scandalous text message, Will ends up getting Liam's hacking help. They end up finding a location on the burner phone, which leads Will to corner Luna in the apartment. The week of September 8 to 12, 2025, on the bold and the beautiful promises a whirlwind of betrayal, digital secrets, Forrester rivalries, and explosive showdowns that shake Los Angeles to its core. At the center of the storm, Liam Spencer, digging where he shouldn't, Will Spencer, uncovering a lead no one saw coming, and Thomas Forrester, whose fragile control finally combusts in a way that could alter the Forrester legacy forever. The week kicks off with Liam Spencer making a choice that feels less like a noble act of protection and more like a descent into obsession. After weeks of circling suspicions about Luna, Elektra, and even Steffi's mysterious late-night calls, Liam finally goes where he's warned himself not to: hacking. Armed with a laptop and contacts he never truly cut ties with from his days at Spencer Publications, Liam breaches private servers connected to Forrester Creations. What he finds is not just business memos, but encrypted files that suggest someone inside Forrester is funneling designs to a rival fashion house. But the danger isn't just what Liam uncovers, it's that his hacking leaves a digital trail. Ridge has invested heavily in cyber protection for Forrester, and when it flags unusual activity, suspicions immediately turn inward. Meanwhile, Hope senses Liam's distance. His late-night secrecy reignites fears of the old Liam, who always looked for distractions when his marriage or self-image faltered. She confronts him, but Liam deflects, insisting he's working on something big that could expose the truth and protect their families. Across town, Steffi grows unsettled when Finn seems to know things he shouldn't. Did Liam already share part of his findings? The next day belongs to Will Spencer, who refuses to stay the quiet background figure. As Bill's son, Will's intelligence has always been underplayed, but now his curiosity and knack for piecing together information pay off. While shadowing his father during a meeting at Spencer Publications, Will overhears executives whispering about a leak inside Forrester. Instead of dismissing it, Will connects dots from things he's heard at family dinners. Liam's ramblings about shady digital activity, Katie's warnings about the Forresters' constant chaos, and Ridge's paranoia about corporate espionage. Will digs deeper, running a search through Spencer's private archives. What he uncovers shocks him. Old emails that link a Forrester employee to a competitor. Though dated, the connection suggests a pattern, not a one-time betrayal. Will doesn't sit on this information. Instead, he goes straight to his father, Bill, who recognizes the magnitude of his son's discovery. Bill, however, warns Will to tread carefully. Spilling this information at the wrong time could implode their fragile alliance with Forrester. Meanwhile, Thomas continues to show troubling signs of slipping. His possessive streak toward Hope intensifies, especially as he notices her divided attention. When Hope praises Zen's work at Forrester, Thomas seethes, muttering about betrayal and loyalty. Ridge senses the brewing storm but fails to step in, too distracted by Taylor's refusal to let him go. Midweek centers on Hope Logan, who finds herself torn between Liam's secretive behavior and Thomas' volatile intensity. Hope presses Liam about his investigation, but he keeps details vague, afraid she'll judge him for hacking. His obsession with exposing a traitor inside Forrester feels less like heroism and more like a compulsion. Hope wonders if Liam's fixation is really about protecting family, or about undermining Thomas, Steffi, and Ridge at all costs. At Forrester Creations, Steffi faces mounting pressure as whispers spread about a possible mole. Ridge insists the company is safe, but Eric quietly admits that design leaks could explain why competitors keep beating them to market. The tension grows when Ivy Forrester returns for a surprise visit, raising eyebrows with her timing. Could she be connected to the leaks? Meanwhile, Finn notices Steffi's stress and encourages her to distance herself from family drama, but Steffi can't. Her loyalty to Forrester runs too deep. When Finn suggests letting Liam handle his investigation, Steffi snaps, accusing him of trusting Liam over her. Their marriage faces a new test, one fueled not by Sheila this time, but by secrets inside the Forrester family itself. Thursday marks the week's turning point. Thomas explodes. After catching Hope and Zend reviewing sketches together, Thomas loses control. His jealousy boils over, and he lashes out in front of the entire Forrester team. His tirade isn't just about Zend, it's about every man he feels has ever threatened his bond with Hope. Liam, Ridge, even Finn. The outburst shocks everyone, especially Eric, who privately wonders if Thomas is relapsing into the darker patterns of his past. Brooke, never one to hold back, confronts Ridge, insisting Thomas' behavior proves he's still unstable. Ridge defends his son, but can't deny the red flags. Meanwhile, Hope feels trapped. She doesn't want to abandon Thomas after all he's been through, but she also can't ignore his behavior. When Thomas corners her privately, demanding reassurance of her loyalty, Hope freezes. His intensity is suffocating and dangerous. Across town, Liam's hacking finally pays off when he uncovers a shocking name linked to the digital leaks. Not Zend, not Ivy, but someone no one expected, Carter Walton. But is Carter truly guilty, or is he being framed? Liam's discovery threatens to detonate Forrester from the inside out. The week closes with the fallout from Thomas' explosion and Liam's dangerous discovery. Ridge calls a tense family meeting at Forrester, determined to root out the truth about the leaks. But the gathering quickly devolves when Thomas refuses to apologize for his behavior and instead doubles down, accusing everyone of conspiring against him. His paranoia is undeniable and heartbreaking. Meanwhile, Liam debates whether to reveal what he's found. If Carter really is involved, the consequences could be catastrophic, both for Forrester and for Katie, who has finally begun to rebuild trust with Carter. Bill urges Liam to think strategically. Should they expose Carter now, or use the information as leverage? Will, proud of his contribution, pushes his father to act. The truth matters, Will argues, showing a maturity that impresses even Bill. But Bill knows in Los Angeles, truth is often a weapon, not a shield. Hope ends the week reeling from Thomas' behavior, Liam's secrets, and the realization that no matter how hard she tries to keep peace, she's always at the center of chaos. As she stands alone in the Forrester showroom, surrounded by sketches and memories, Hope whispers to herself, "Who can I even trust anymore?" The camera lingers on her, then pans to Thomas watching from the shadows, eyes burning with obsession. This week sets up long-term consequences that will ripple through the canvas. Liam's hacking. If exposed, Liam could face legal trouble, and his obsession may cost him Hope for good. But if his findings are true, he might also become the unlikely hero who saves Forrester. Will's lead. Will's growing involvement signals a generational shift. Could this be the start of Will stepping into a bigger storyline, perhaps even taking over as Spencer's next powerhouse? Thomas' explosion. Thomas' fragile stability has shattered. Whether he spirals back into villainy or seeks redemption depends on how Hope and Ridge handle him. But his obsession with Hope is clearly reigniting. Carter in the crosshairs. Whether guilty or framed, Carter's name being tied to the leaks could destroy both his romance with Katie and his career at Forrester Family Divisions. Ridge is caught between defending his son and protecting the Forrester legacy. Brooke is ready to pounce, while Steffi feels torn between family loyalty and marital peace. By the end of September 12, alliances are shifting, trust is shattered, and Los Angeles is bracing for impact. The week of September 8 to 12 isn't just another round of fashion rivalries and romantic tension. It's the unraveling of secrets that could alter the power dynamics of the bold and the beautiful forever. Liam's risky hacking, Will's surprisingly sharp lead, and Thomas' meltdown are more than isolated events. They're dominoes falling toward a much larger collapse. And when the dust settles, no one in Los Angeles will look at Forrester Creations, or each other, the same way again. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and BAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.